All right. Blech. Oh, I probably need a Pepsi. Probably need some water as well, but anyway. For the time being, Pepsi, I have water later. There we go. Right. Oh, shit. Helps if you turn over to the mode that you're supposed to be on. Turn off my speakers because I don't need them. Oh, did I close the kitchen door? I need to make sure that I did. Right. Back in 2 seconds, folks. I just want to make sure that I close the kitchen doors so that we don't have any interruptions. Good. Door is actually closed. Thank God. Oh my God. Oh. And for those wondering, yes, I am late. Mainly because I had to pop out. Because I forgot that was basically out of cat food. And I would not have done. Oh, no. Lily would have been very pissed off at me. That's kind of my cat, to be absolutely honest. Well, all right, fine. She doesn't get mega pissed off at me, but sometimes she does make me feel like, oh God, are you actually annoyed at me? Anyway. Right. What am I gonna do? I think I'm gonna do a. Let's do one of those. Oop, nope, wrong one. Oop, nope. And that's the wrong one. Sorry, folks, I'm just setting things up, making sure that everything's good. And that's the wrong one. All right, streams up. Everything seems to be all right. Fantastic. Cool. We good. We very good. Oh God. This is the annoying thing about this mic arm being here. I can't really see my my right monitor fully anymore. Oh well. I wonder. I'm gonna do the thing again. Which means that I'm gonna move my mic arm a little bit. Ah, come on you. Boy. Ugh. Come on, baby. This might not help at all, but I'll try it anyway. Helps a little bit. Could almost. I guess I could almost do with this screen. This is the one that I use to view stream and all that shit above my main screen. But the problem with doing that is you either need to do something like put a shelf in above the monitor and put the monitor on top on that shelf, or you need to have like one of those weird double monitor arms that's just one monitor, two monitor. which would be cool, but it's honestly, it's not necessary. It's not really something I need. Plus, I'm currently trying my best to save money. I'm not sure how well I'm doing on that front, but I'm doing all right. But yeah, I'm actually at that point where I'm looking to. Oh, I'm in the middle of looking for a new job, as I'm sure most of you know. I haven't had much luck, but that's because I guess it might be because I've got a fairly specific job set. I mean, that might be right. That might not be. I might be talking an entire load of shit for all I know. But oh my god! Wait, what? Some mad person making animated icebergs. I'm sorry, what? Usually when it's something like that, it's animate. It's like a GIF. Because GIFs are, in order for a GIF to look all right. Okay, I might as well try it. Backported extended ESL support. I have that. And base object swapper. I also have that. Okay, let's grab it. So yeah, I'm a little at this point at the moment with my Skyrim where I have almost two different versions of it now. It's kind of weird. I have my normal version, which is using ASLAL, so alternate start living of life. And I have my current version, the one that I currently want to play on, and that is this one. This is an alternate perspective version of Skyrim. I'm actually not sure if I'm going to keep the Aristiel save, because here's the thing with Aristiel, she's one of those characters where I'm just like, I really don't want to replay her because it would be a lot. It would be a massive time sink. Because with her, what I've done is I've done College of Winterhold, I've done Dawnguard, I've done the main game, and now I've done Dragon Ball and a bunch of museum stuff as a side thing. So yeah. I mean, it wouldn't take me too long to do it, but I don't want to have to redo it, is the thing. If I want to redo it, I'm going to do it on a new character like this one. Lumina, who is currently level 12, probably level 13 or 14 actually, because I think I've got a couple of levels ups kind of banked that I haven't used yet. Because I'm lazy and I keep forgetting to, mainly. Ugh. Oh well. Oh, come on, you. Don't be annoying. There we go. Let's try that. I believe the microphone's in that okay place. Should be fine. Yeah, I think that's alright. Does that mean that my camera's off kilter? Maybe a little bit, like me. Should be okay. Right. Right, cool. Right. Yeah. I don't really need my current saves of this character because I took her to a place where I could do some screenshots with her because she's actually quite pretty. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I've got a save of this current version of her. Oh boy. And then what I'll do is I'll just I'll just make a copy of her facial preset and then just carry on playing her from there. Because it's one of those things that you can do when you've got like preset mods and that kind of stuff. You can just immediately... Oh god.
Hello.
Hello, welcome. Oh boy. Give me a second. Sorting out microphone. I hope I'm in a safe place. Both combat-wise and whether or not safe for work-wise. Oh yeah, more or less. Cool. So what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to do this. I'm going to make sure that I have a save of her. So yeah, that's what she looks like. Very pretty. Or at least very pretty in my opinion. But what I'm going to do is I believe... Maybe not the Royal Bath one. I go out to this one. Should be okay. Oh yeah, not bad. Don't worry, there is something on underneath this skirt. It's just a bit short. So. Good. Tell you what, give me a sec. Move my streamer stats over a little bit, just so that I know what the hell is going on with them. That should be alright. Oops. Oh, jeez. Cool. I like to be able to know what the hell is going on with my stream, so... Where is it? Oh yeah, 6 PM, that should be fine. So yeah, the mods that I switched out in order to swap versions is obviously my alternate start mod. Because now... Take that off for a sec. Helgen's still there. And if I actually went there, there'd just be normal NPCs there talking about things and going about their daily lives. It's only after I talk to the NPCs in Helgen that the main storyline starts. So I don't have to ride around it like the fucking plague. I can just act like it's a normal town, go to it once in a while, talk to the citizens and all that lot. Which is nice, honestly. It means that I don't have to deal with the possibility of Alduin just popping up above the city and going, "Hi, I'm going to start the main storyline for you." Even though I really don't want to do that at this current point in time. Especially on this character. She's kind of a bit low level for that. For those wondering, I'm using a mod called Experience, which bumps up the amount of experience that you can get whilst playing the game. So you level up quicker. Now, in some ways that's a good thing, and in some ways that's a bad thing.
Looks amazing.
Thank you, Rixa. Very kind of you. Oh my god, my sounds are way too loud. I need to adjust my cast bar height, because that's way too low. Tell you what, it's always nice when you start off in a place like Cyrodiil on this character. Because I'm using Alternat Stop. I've got Bruma installed. So I can go all the way down to Cyrodiil if I want to. So yeah, I can, as I say, I can pop down to Cyrodiil, I can just charge around the rest of Skyrim, do really whatever I feel like, quite honestly. I mean, the black and almost light blue staff that she's carrying, this one, is from a dungeon in Cyrodiil, or called Riel, which is a alien ruin. And it's a very good anti-undead staff. And I must admit, I thought, when I was guessing it, I was just kind of like, do I need this? I'm a vampire. And that is one consistency you will always see on my characters is...
Cool.
I tend to play vampires. A lot. And there they are. Oh, Helgen God, what the fuck are you doing? This is something that I'm having a bit of an issue with Sacrosanct. Like, the guards are ultra aggressive towards me for some reason. I don't know whether it... I wonder. I'm going to go down towards the stones, the standing stones.
What vampire mods would you recommend?
What would I recommend? The one that I've played with the most would be Better Vampires. Bearing in mind I'm saying played with the most. I'm not saying recommend right this second. But I'm currently playing with Sacrosanct. Ugh, fucking God, go away. Don't want to fight you. Because I know that all that will happen is I will end up killing you. Okay, that guard should now hopefully bugger off and not be irritating. I might try and change my hunger rate because I think it's a little bit too fast at the moment. Is there a way to do that in Sacrosanct? I hope so. Oh. I'm bumping it up to 48 hours between hunger stages. Because I just feel like it's a bit too fast for me, at least at the moment. Disable Blood-Starved aggro is turned on, right? Those guys are attacking me for some reason. I don't believe that my character's blood-starved. Maybe she shouldn't be. For those wondering about the outfit, it's a mashup. But I am using I can't remember. I don't know how to say the full name because it's a bit of a mouthful. But I'm just going to call them Tattoo. They do all kinds of really cool SMP editions of outfits, so that's something that's really cool. I might leave her alone for the time being, and how do we put this? Open up her neck at a later date. So yes, this character is a vampire. Must admit, one of the things that I love. That's always been one of the things that I love about playing Skyrim. Close to finding Cyrodiilic Spike Club of Binding and tracked it down to the Winter War. It was apparently guarded by a brash bandit chief. Okay. If I remember, the Winter War's freaking miles away. Seriously, you want a soul-trapping mace that's over here? Are you stupid? Fine. Whatever. I'm not sure if I actually want to do it on this character, but what I could do is there's a setting in Sacrosanct that basically means that your character's weak as anything the second that the sun comes up. Now, I must admit, I'm not a big fan of playing that way because it just doesn't make the game feel particularly fun. At least not for me. I mean, it's an interesting way of playing the game, but it just makes the game a bit harder for almost no reason. I feel a lot of the time.
What version of Skyrim are you running?
What version of Skyrim am I using? I am using version 1.5.97. That's the one that honestly, it's the version that I've always run. I didn't really care for the Anniversary Edition patch, personally. I've got some of the content from it because I had to reinstall my Skyrim at one point. I just thought, you know what? Might as well get all the DLC the new DLC items that they gave you in AE. So I picked that up, and I'll admit I haven't really played with a huge amount of it. The only part of it that I've found that was kind of useful was the enchanted arrows. Although one thing I will say about the enchanted arrows is they definitely feel a lot more polished than normal arrow mods I've had in the past. Oh, great. Why are you doing this, Skyrim? I had to deal with this a couple of times recently. I don't know if it's Alternat Perspective or something else. Let me have a look. Task Manager. Alright, Skyrim. Stop being a pain in my ass. I don't know whether it's Alternate Perspective or something else that's causing all kinds of issues. Alright, let's rerun loop. And then hopefully it won't cause too many issues. $15? What the fuck's going on with that? Oh, form bullshit, form bullshit. As per normal. I have a feeling it's just mods that are now disabled. Yes, oh, it's just also start stuff that's not in there anymore. Yeah, it's nothing that big a deal. Yeah, ESL format, ASLAL, ESL, and ASLAL. Alright, fine. They're all things that don't really matter. Alright, cool. Well, if it's going to come up with an error flag, it's just going to get turned off. It's very much one of those things where, oh, my parent ESP is not there. Well, turn yourself off then, you stupid bloody thing. Oh, there they are. Boop, 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 boop. Disable. Problemo solved. Yeah, you got a few less actives. That's fine. Door of Cold, how was that one? Oh, that's the Valerica Serrana combat overhaul thing. Okay, cool. So if I can ESLify anything. Might work, might not. Nope. Alright, fine. Well, that doesn't overly surprise me. Tie his hair, shake it, sync wig. really need this sync-wig thing on technically at the moment. Oh yeah, Coldhaven Lal extension. Hey, there we go. Alright, cool.
How do you sort mods priority? It's so hard and I only got like 100 mods installed.
I use a bit of software called Loot. It's a shortening for load order optimization tool.
Have you ever used mods to make Skyrim girls hot?
Of course. I don't use them anymore because I just don't find them particularly interesting. But I have used them. I use one that makes them a bit more realistic looking now. So some of them look good, some of them are kind of good looking, others are not so much, so there you go. Alright. Oh crap, I didn't restart Mod Organizer. Probably be a better idea if I do that. If it's going to wake up, then quit it. And then we'll sort that bit out. It's just a small thing that I do whenever I do this, just because I don't feel like it's necessary. Oh, I just feel like it. I feel like it's necessary, and I feel like sometimes Skyrim crashes are to do with Mod Organizer. Sometimes I don't know why, but sometimes it does stabilize the game a bit more when you close Mod Organizer and then restart it. It's really odd. I'll be willing to bet it probably happens the same with Vortex as well. I also heard some interesting things about Starfield. For one thing, Creation Kit patch is now out. Came out a couple of days ago, if I remember correctly. Which is great. But I also heard that for some reason people are review bombing the game. I don't know why at this current point in time. But what I do know is review bombing is the most childish thing that you could ever do. So what the fuck are people doing? All you're doing is acting like a 3-year-old and having a temper tantrum. It's not helpful, it's not funny, it's not interesting, it's just being a dipshit. But anyway, hopefully, even with idiots being idiots, Starfield will possibly get a few more people playing it. I'm sorry, but if you're stupid enough to review bomb a game, what the hell are you doing with your life? In many ways, I'd be willing to bet that there's something a bit more wrong with their life than a game.
Did you download loot from Nexus?
I think you can get it from the Nexus, yeah. Okay. Weird. Uh-oh, what's going on here? My mouse isn't giving up the ghost on me, is it? Better not be. Paid good money for this fucking thing. Oh no, it's done alright. It's one of those mice that's got a side panel that you can remove and swap it out for other versions made by the same company. But occasionally you get a bit of dirt between the contacts and it just starts acting up. Don't know why. Just decides, nah, can't be bothered. Not gonna work. Alright, where are we going? We are going here. Oh jeez, I've still got that bloody quest in the way. Go away. Yes, I know I need to turn a Jarl into my personal feed bag. It'll get done. Ah, damn it. Oh well. There we go. And where is it? Oh, there we go. I tell you what though, if the stability on this version of my game isn't up to scratch, then yeah, I'll swap back to the other version, but that is only happening if my game is genuinely unplayable. As it's currently not unplayable, I'll keep playing it. Cool. Yes, give me my sign. Who out of all the Earls is going to be the safest to turn into feedback? Not sure. Don't really want to do Bolgrif because honestly, that palace is a pain in the butt to get around. I mean, it's not too bad, but it's a... Oh, that's the greatsword spell.
How would you rank these Bethesda games? Skyrim, Fallout 4 and Starfield.
That's literally how I'd rank them. In that order. Oh, wait a minute, that's a waste of arrows. I know some people much prefer Fallout 4 and all that kind of stuff. Fair enough, that's entirely your perspective. I'm not going to call your perspective wrong, but it's not my perspective. I much prefer Skyrim to Fallout 4. Simple as that. I don't understand these people who get into arguments about that kind of shit. There's a lot better things in the world to argue about. Stupid cape. Stop being weird. Oh, Harvest End. Oh, great. I've got stupid skeletons trying to attack me now. Wonderful. Problem with that is the spawn rate on the skeletons is absurd. It's like you kill one, less than 5 minutes later, another one spawns right next to you. You're just like, oh, great. Wonderful. Got to deal with these idiots as well. Oh, God, not you. Piss off. Fine, I'll go and talk to Isran, and then I'll bleed him dry and just go and join Harkin. Nah. Alright. Sacrosanct. Oh yeah, I was going to bump that up to 48 hours. I'm going to keep that on, because honestly, blood-starved aggro is freaking annoying. Hey, the town likes me. Nope, they now hate me. Doesn't work. Aha, there it is. Grab the museum key. Because I think I'm going to swap out the boots that I'm using for the... Not the boots that go with this outfit, but a different set. Sorry, Tusk Draw, but I'm not interested. Yeah, you're gonna get tons of recruits that way. Not. Why the hell does he think that he's actually gonna get any recruits that way? It's just gonna scare people out of their minds, that's all. Right. Let's go and grab those boots, and then I will find a different place to do stuff. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, actually. Well, my first thoughts are I definitely want to do College Winterhold on this character, because, you know, mage. I feel like I've still got too many weapons, so I might sort that out as well. I'm trying to decide whether or not I do want to use greatswords or not. Because, here's the thing, greatswords are fun. But, in an interior, they suck. Unless it's a big interior, which doesn't happen particularly often. There we go. Yeah, nice. It's funny, isn't it? With some ENBs, this is the lightest that they get. I don't understand some of these ENBs where people just decide, let's make it as dark as possible. Okay, why? Why does that make sense? I know they're weaker, but I still like the look of them. These are the normal boots that would go with this outfit. But the version that I'm using...
I got loot working and sorted my mods. Thank you for helping.
That's alright. But yeah, this one is designed to be longer in the skirt region. I actually need to build all the parts for it. Because it's also used, sorry, so set up on a more modern body, which is what I'm using. I'm using 3BA. Of course, some people would suggest against that, but it's your choice. Yeah, let's go for those. And then all the other outfit stuff that I can pick up. Okay, that was weird. OBS was telling me that my encoder is overloaded even though it's running fine. Makes sense, OBS, seriously. Weird bit of software.
Ooh, look who is streaming.
Hey, Muzzy. Welcome.
Ghosty goo. How you doing?
I'm doing alright, thank you. Yeah, definitely like this outfit. I wanted to see if I can possibly do a red version in the future. I know that a friend of mine's done a red version of this, but I need to see if I can ask them to send me their copy. That'd be kind of cool. Why the hell did this person lump all the goldsmith bars on the anvil? Weird. Oh god, all kinds of extra stuff. What do we got?
What idle animation are you using, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh god, I'm using a lot of them, honestly. I'm using like Conditional Idols by Everglade. I'm using a lot of Sonderbane's mods. They're kind of all over the place, honestly. It's not fully up to date, but give me just a sec. Let's go on there. Share copy link. There it is. So for those wondering, here is the mod list.
Mods.
Yeah, unfortunately, I need to set that back up. The commands, because I'm not currently using Streamlabs. I'm using oh god, what's it called? The other one. I'm using Restream, that's the one. And the reason that I'm using Restream is because at the point that... Yeah, Restream's... Restream is basically a way that you can stream to multiple platforms without having to have like 3 versions of OBS open at once. Instead of doing that, you've like got 1 version open. That's not bad. Got a little bit of a frame rate drop, and I was a little worried. But yeah, with Restream, it's designed so that you can just plug and play and send it to as many different outputs as you like.
Nifty.
But I think Streamlabs does that now as well, so I gotta admit I kind of want to try that one out. So I might do an extra stream later on in the week. It will probably be an extremely chill one because I don't... The reason I haven't increased the amount of streams that I do or the length of them is because I prefer to chill out in my evenings rather than add extra stress to it. As much as I hate to say it, streaming does add a little bit of extra stress to it because, at least for me, I've got to figure out, all right, what am I doing tonight? Doesn't just come to me naturally, unfortunately.
Understandable TBH.
Oh yeah, my frame rate's dropping again. I need to redo VRAMA. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Yeah, I'll probably get the latest version of VRAMA and just run that.
Oh come on Ghost, don't stress yourself out, have fun with it.
Exactly. That's what I tried my best today.
Stream Bluey or some shit.
Whoa, fucking frame rate is just tanking at the moment. It's definitely seeing a few hitches there. Okay, that settles it. I'm getting the latest version of VRAMA tomorrow, and I am just going to run it and try not to change too many of my mods. Because my VRAMA output is probably so far behind now.
What's VRAMA? I mean, you don't have to know what to do, but you do, you friend.
Thanks, Steve. VRAMA is a very useful tool which basically it will adjust the size of your in-game textures and make them more uniform, so that you don't have nearly as many stutters or frame rate drops and that kind of stuff. It's a freaking miracle bit of software. Do I still have that on me or not? I do. Good. And let's swap it out for, what was it? That one? That one. Freaking gloves, man.
Vram and upscaler. Bye bye poor performance.
Yep, pretty much. That's what I do in order to hopefully make it a bit better. God, there we go. That's one of those unusual gems. Interesting.
Ghost never took you for a metal fan.
Always have been, dude. Oh, you're fucking with me. I mean, Legends clever. Uh-oh.
Nice.
I don't have to kill him, do I? Okay. Wah, wah.
Murder.
It's possible. Alright, so I fed on him, but the quest hasn't updated. That's just weird, man. Oh, is it not one of those areas that you can... Fucking safety boxes, seriously? I wonder. Yep. There we go. We're good. Alright, I'm gonna have to find someone else. Another Jarl or something like that. It's either that or the mod's just not working. Legends claim that vampires can grow in power by feeding on mighty and righteous rulers. Until I find one, Skyrim has no lack of alpha mongols and rat pack leaders. I wonder what their blood tastes like. Feed upon the most powerful mortals in Skyrim. Now, is that telling me to feed on every Jarl? Because fuck me, that is a lot of people to feed on. Tell you what. Wait a minute. Hmm. The thing with Delphine is she practically never fucking sleeps, so... At least from what I've seen. I'm testing this out. I'll go back to that quick save that I made just after I fed on the Jarl. Okay, 4 in the morning, which means that she should be in frickin' bed by now. Bloody well hope so. Oh, okay, I got no abilities from that. So I got Night Walk. Sends forth a mist for 23 seconds. Use again to teleport to its location. Maximum range 100 feet. Which is cool. Don't get me wrong, that is very cool. Vampire's Sight. Was that other one Portents or something like that?
Have you watched The Vampire Diaries?
Yep. Yeah, it was really good. I really liked it. Although I must admit, personally, if I'm gonna like kind of rank the series plus its offshoots, I'm just gonna say this much: I love the first spin-off more, the originals.
I have a feeling you would be a Vampire Diaries villain.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely a good series, I must admit.
Originals are great, yes, but I still need to watch Legacy.
I've watched part of Legacies. But I'm still, I still need to buy the other ones and watch my way through it. Yes, hello there, Stump. Wolf AI, shit. Just like most of the AI in this game. If I'm quite honest. Okay, so the Delphine one's disappeared. Right. Hmm. So what? Do I have to feed on them until I'm sated? I guess so. It's interesting, to say the least, but it's a bit weird compared to what I'm used to with Better Vampires. Better Vampires is very simple. More blood you drink, more powerful you... Basically, more powerful you get. And you can make it as simple or as complicated as you like. Ghost podcast when? No idea, mate. No idea. At least not at the moment. Oh no. Oh no! I have to feed. I think I have to feed on the Archmage. Oh god, you'd kill me. What's that one? Oh, it's Astrid. Oh, right, okay. Hey, what? Let me have a look at something. Power clicks. Oh, there's just wolf pelt. I thought there was a werewolf pelt. Oh well. Still a wolf pelt. I'm happy with it. Until I maybe swap over to the Merida one, which I must admit I do like the most. Tell you what, as it's an unarmored piece, I might just do that now. Yeah, let's do that now. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. Clipping. So always the problem with items from different mods, because they're not set up to like not collide with each other, so they just go straight through, and it's really irritating. I do have ideas to possibly redesign one of my other character outfits as the gothic dress that I made. I don't even think I made it for a character originally. I just made it because I thought it looked cool. Oh boy, what are you doing, game? I gotta admit, I kind of want to swap Sacrosanct out and try something else. Because here's the thing, Better Vampires was lightweight. That's one of the reasons that I liked it the most. And that's why I used it for so long. So I might just quickly go and swap it out again. You know what, let's just do it. Oh, wait a minute, is there anything that I need to do to remove Sacrosanct? Visit. Alright. Uninstallation procedure. Just remove the mod ideally when you're not a vampire. Right. Okay. I know what I tell you what. I know some people are gonna hate this and they want me to use Sacrosanct and all that bullshit. Fair enough. But I don't. I don't really want to use it. I don't really care about it. Now, this might mean that I completely have to restart the character. I'm completely aware of that. But if this means my comfortability with playing the game, I'm definitely going for that. I have a feeling... Actually, wait a minute. I need to have a look at something. There are no Better Vampires patches. Okay. Yeah, if I remember correctly, Better Vampires is very standalone. It doesn't really need any patches, which is great, in my opinion. Tell you what, I'll get her back into Whiterun, get her into the loft. Wait, Alchemist. What is it, the Alchemist loft? Or is it the Astronomer's loft? It's the Astronomer's loft and the Alchemy shop. I just must admit I don't really like some of the systems that this one has. It just doesn't interest me. I mean, if I can't get Better Vampires working with Alternat Perspective, then...
Oh no, Ghost
well,
is
shit.
drinking a sody.
Yeah.
Those are unhealthy, you know.
Don't care. Quite honestly.
Gasp.
Okay, so fix some workarounds. Gift/cure. Cure vampirism.
That dress you have on her is beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Okay, should now be non-vampiric.
Damn, you know how to make your characters.
Thanks, Yamanzi. Alright, let's do a save there. Now that I've done that. Luckily, Sacrosanct is one of those mods that doesn't seem to need a ton of poking and prodding. So I'm going to disable it, but I'm not going to remove it just yet. That's why there's a ton of mods in my disabled area, like down here. Simply because I don't have the, some of them I'm just like, I really want to keep them in there just in case. So, vampires.
Oh, do I spot a dark and darker? Have you tried it?
Dark and darker? What? No, I haven't played Dark and Darker. I'm gonna load the 8.6 version because that was the one that I knew worked. So. Hopefully.
A game.
Oh yeah, I know it's a game, I just haven't, I don't think I've ever played it. Proteus Sacrosanct. Oh yeah, Proteus, you're gonna be a pain, aren't you? Pain in my ass. Wonderful. Alright, yes, I know, I'm playing with better vampires. Well, hurry up and sort yourself out, will you? Some mods. Whilst that's farting around and trying to sort itself out, I'm actually interested. Let's have a quick look at what's going on with Starfield's mods. Jemisin's not a swan. Oh, cool. Someone's replaced the water around Jemison. Okay, that's kind of cool. I like that. I wonder how many mods there have been in the last couple of days. 40 new mods today and 137 this week. That's pretty good. Compared to like a few weeks ago, that's probably easily double.
Ghost, I love your cat.
What, have you seen pictures of her in Discord or something? Yeah, she is very cute. A pain in the ass, but very cute. I think that's what most cat owners say, though, if I'm quite honest.
Saw the short and my heart melted the way your car hugged you.
Yeah. Yeah, she is a lovely cat, I must admit. Now, pet vampires, do you need any patches to work with Alternate Perspective? I bloody well hope not, but it's
Cat not car
more than
LOL.
possible. Control F, Alt.
Hi, sorry you. I'm late.
It's alright, man. Ah, hello, Stephen. Hello. Oh, where the fuck are you? Really? Doesn't look like it. Better vampires alternate.
Late. Pay deducted.
Yes, and given to me.
Social credit minus 190.
Better vampires alternate. Perspective compare. If you haven't tried Alternate Perspective, I'd highly recommend it over ASLL. Control F. Nope. Honestly, I'm just going to try it, if I'm quite honest. Let's just hope that it works. Oh yeah, so I've got a little trip down to Bournemouth planned probably middle next week, thereabouts, as long as I have the time to. For one thing, I am wanting to swap out my PS4 for a PS3 because I have a shitload more PS3 games than I do got PS4. And I'm also hopefully gonna see if I can talk to the people down there and say, do you have a job for me? That might be fun. I mean, if I could work at a place like CEX, hell fucking yes. I would be more than happy to. Because it's basically a games trade-in store. And I love it. I love the entire idea of that kind of place. Because basically, I mean, the way that I would run it is I'd have it so that you've got obviously trade-in of games and make sure all the games don't just immediately shit themselves. But I'd also go for... I'd basically service the consoles before I just resold them. That's
Sex is
thing.
good place to work. Is not bad.
Oh, cool. Good to know. I love these freaking text-to-speech things because they don't have any embarrassment or anything like that. They just say CEX as sex. And for those wondering about the gauntlets, they are from another vampire leather armor, I think it's called, or something like that. If you search for like another vampire or another vampire leather or something like that, you'll probably find it pretty quickly. I'm not using the entire set because I wanted to do a mashup that would look more interesting and less vampiric. Because I was kind of going for like that vampire that sort of fits in around town. All right. Now with the MCMs, they're a bit of a weird thing. Sometimes they will pop up immediately and you don't need to worry about them. Other times they take for fucking ever and you're just like, did I even install the mod properly? Oh, fucking hell. There we go. He says with a frickin' Jaffa cake in his mouth. Better vampires. Right, troubleshooting and cleanup. Simply because I can't be fagged to go out there and get bitten by another vampire. That's the crazy thing about Bruma, which is beyond Skyrim Cyrodiil. There's one vampire cave in all of Bruma that I'm aware of. It's an old mine, and there's like 3, maybe 4 vampires, and like a dozen thralls. That cave is hard to clear out. I think they designed that area around you being at least Dragonborn. So you can, like, fucking boost radar them off the cliff or something like that. Aha, I have Sanguinary Vampiris. Yay! Okay, sleep time for the rest of the week. Did I leave that one in? I did. Bikini, because why not? Okay, so what we're going to do is 24 hours, 24 hours, and 24 hours. Just because that's the easiest way of doing it. You could also run a console command. And that would be, if I remember correctly, it's set PC sleep hours. And then space, the number. Oh my god, I haven't prayed. Don't care. I kind of need... I'm using Magnus at the moment for my character's god, but I must admit I'm thinking I might just remove that and go... I wish there was a way to do it so that you just didn't have a god and you didn't have to worry about going to another god and then... Well, going to like a Daedra and then just ignoring them. It'd be nice if there was just a way to reset it, basically. Is my thought. There might be a way to reset it in the Widsun mod, but I don't remember. If I'm quite honest. 554, 654, 754, 854, 954, 1054. Can I vampire now? Come on, game. That's 3 days. There we go. Deflect light. Yes! It's working again. Hallelujah. Or, I don't know. Maybe think ball? I'm giving you hints here. Okay. Best of Vampires. How the devil are you, you amazing mod? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I've got Deflect Light and Shadow, Seduction, and Servant. I wonder if I don't get any more of them until I've opened someone's neck up. Hunger does not affect abilities. Cannibal Feeding can go fuck itself. Sun Visuals, I'm not going to put those on unless I put like damage, like sun damage on, and I must admit I can't be bothered to put sun damage on. Doesn't interest me. What I do like though is Vampire Drain War Effect Satiation. That is a really cool way of doing things. I do not like any of those three because they're irritating. They just don't make sense, in my opinion. I can deal with these ones. But apart from that, I think we're good. Right, I have a neck to... I have next to... puncture, shall we say. Wait a minute, it's 11 AM. Maybe not. Not yet. Right. Nighttime. Then next to puncture. Because I've had enough of Skyrim's shit. Let's do that. I might just find a patrolling guard out on the street. Might be easier than anything else. Or some poor idiotic homeless idiot. That'd be fun. Well, bring you in. Where are you? I need your blood. No, come here. Balls, it's too early. Oh well. Alright, who else can I turn into a personal feedback? Come on, mission board update, you pain in the ass. Thank you. Kill Bandit, leader of Valtham Tower. That place is much more fortified than it used to be. That might be a bit more painful than normal. But Greenspring, Greenspring, Greenspring. Where is Greenspring? Isn't that a Spriggan nest? I can't remember. Okay. Grey Ring to watch. Okay. Cool. I'm good. I might. So you guys know how I was playing that Dawnguard character that was using a two-handed sword and magic? Well, that original concept came from a vampire character that I just didn't really get particularly far with. I'm going back to the vampire pod. So when I get a bit more decent at magic, I will be ditching the bow and sticking with two-handed sword, staves, and magic. Because I thought, why not? It's a fun and interesting playstyle. Oh! And, oh wait a minute, no, don't worry about that yet. No, I don't need to worry about that yet, because my character's gear is... My character's gear is weird, actually. It's, It is armored. It's armor, but it's, kind of want... Oh, you're joking me. Paraglider's dead. I've got to reinstall it. Aww. What's the problem with curing yourself? Fine. If I have to. Oh, random guardsman, where are you? I have a couple of very sharp fangs that would like to meet you. Yeah. I think I have, how do we put this? Our first donor, shall we say. Hi. Nom. Oh, give it a sec. Come on, game. The fuck? I'm stuck in place. What the fuck, game? Did that even work? Ruh-roh. Oh, fucking finally. Animation plays. Oh, you have got to be fucking kidding me. Better vampires. What the shit? Player is vampire. You're on exterior. Please feed to update. Oh, how I hate this. Am I going to have to find some stupid dipshit who's sleeping? The fuck are you shooting at? Hmm? Oh, it's a saber cat. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, the saber cats suck. Die. I might have to start a new character. I don't like that feeling. Can we possibly knock your ass off so that I can feed on you? That would be very friendly and very helpful. Just die. Damn it. Give me your fucking blood, you dickhead. Oh, hey, look. Fucking scripts ain't running. Why? Oh. I'm gonna have to turn a test character just to make sure that this works. Ugh. Yay! Alright, test characters. Fuck's sake. And just to be safe, it's going to be a completely brand new test character. This is the problem with this stuff. Oh god, it's got no eyes. Weird. Kill fire. Let's do quick eye swap. What? Thought I had a mod on. Modular. And then you got Dints Pack, which takes for fucking ever to scrub through because it's Dints Pack. Huh. Screw it. I'm just gonna load up. Yes, thank you, game. I know my character's got a big bum. But now is not the time. Okay. So in order to get vampirism to work... Yawn, 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 shut up. Part of a vampire clan, how about new? Slain by a vampire. Yeah, let's do that and go to Markarth. Because that'll do. And give you some golden lockpicks and a... let's just go for a... Let's just go for a crash, apparently. Fuck my life. What the fuck's wrong with this bloody mod? Ugh, I don't want to have to go back to ASLL, because that's basically what it's telling me at the moment. Lol, get wrecked, go back to ASLL. It's basically what it's saying. Although I must admit, ASLL works. Simple as that. Might be a little clunky, but it works. I would be willing to bet that in 99% of mod packs, you have one of two things. You either have Realm of Lorcan, or Alternate Start Live Another Life. There, Live Another Life. Quite honestly. Because they just work. They're decent mods. Alternate Perspective, at least from my whole perspective, ain't working properly. So, we're gonna have to fix that. Alright, game, do you want to do anything else, or are you just going to actually let me play? I'll tell you what, the one thing I'm going to change... I'm not changing any of my heads-up display stuff, just simply because I don't care at this current point in time. Religion, nil. I'm just going to give it a couple moments to load all of its scripts and all that shit, and hopefully we can actually get through to testing. But as I've said before, if it's going to keep fucking up, I'm just going to go back to the old setup. Simple as that. It's a real shame, though, quite honestly, because it's a fun and clever way of playing Skyrim. You don't actually have to deal with the dragons until you're good and ready to. But for some reason, the mod does not want to work properly with other mods. All right. Grab me a sword, a bow, and some arrows. And some potions. All right. You know what? Fuck it. I don't deal heavy armor very often, but it's a test character. Fuck it. Shut your mouth. Let's go to Markarth. Cool. Oh my god, I died. I'm now a vampire. Blah. Right. Why do you give me such a horrible outfit every time? And a cheap-ass piece of shite dagger. Wonderful. Actually, it's not terrible. It's better than nothing, but... Anyway. Oh, hey, look. Somebody's about that tough. Huh? How's this going? Huh? The door's locked? What the fuck? Rude. I'm not planning on playing this character. I'm not planning on playing this character. I'm not planning on playing this character. Are you fucking kidding me? Fine. Let me out, dick. Damnable bloody lock. Ah, finally. Where is El Random God on his lonesome? Or does he even exist? Oh, hello. Oh. I don't even have any abilities. That ain't good. Yeah. Playing VA, nothing. Oh, Boy, I really don't like Sacrosanct. I much prefer the simplicity of better vampires. And I've tried it for several hours and tried to deal with it, but I must admit, I don't think I can. But that means that I'm going to have to go all the way back to ASLAL because Alternate Perspective just... I'll admit, I've been getting a lot more crashes with Alternate Perspective than I have with ASLAL. Which is really weird. I did not expect that at all. I haven't had the same amount of crashes in the old version, so much as I hate to say it, I think I'm going to go back. And I will have to restart that new vampire character all over again. Yay. It's either that or I'll play one of my old characters. Either or. Really doesn't matter. But the lucky thing is, the reason that I'm so lucky in the fact that I can just do this, I can just go to a different version of the game, is because of profiling. In Mod Organizer 2, profiling is a godsend. So if I go back to, like, let's go for Skyrim itself. Did I install anything extra? Oh god, what are you missing? Proteus Better Vampire Patch. Doubt you are gonna miss that particularly, but hey ho, fine, we'll get it set up. What else did I take out? Oh yeah, the Simply Serrana, of course. Holy shit, that is a lot of mods. But hey. Oh yeah, and of course the new Ashtoreth outfit. Can't forget that. Oh yeah, the chibi voice. What else? That is a lot of mods. Some of them are just patches, but they're still a lot of parts. Of course, we don't want the alternate perspective part because, you know, we're doing this to avoid alternate perspective. Oh well. Oh god, FF, that's not good. When you get FF like that, that just means that you are over mods. If you look up there, it says 256. The game can only technically the game can only handle 255, not 250, not anything higher than that. Although it's actually 256, which includes the game. So you can have the game plus 255 other plugins. Now I'm going to have a quick look at what I can remove in order to make this work. I'm not removing Timeless because here's the thing. Some people have the patience to, you know, log out of the game, swap to a different version of it to do screenshots. I don't have that patience. I can't be bothered. It's very much, it's a bad thing. It's something that I need to work on, but here's the thing, I don't want to work on it. Where are we looking? Let's go vampire. This vampire outfit. I like it, I really do, but I'm not 100% sure. Cyber Club, Vampire Queen. Roof close face helmets, item recycling, air dash, animal tails, closeness MP, blah blah blah. I have a feeling there's some things in here that ain't supposed to be. Oh. Book of Shadows, animated, ghost clothes. Ghost clothes, what was that one? Was that replacing something? I believe so. I can't remember. Oh well. That'll be fine for the time being. Blah 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 blah. Valhalla combat, that's kind of integral. Key trace, integral. Same with just about bloody everything. Yay. Inquisitor monitor, MCO. Sorry about this, folks. This is what happens when you swap profiles and you've been playing one profile more than the other. It just means that you've got a bunch of things that you need to look through and hope to God that you don't have problems with. SC Unsainted, what was that? Oh, that's one of Shingles Cat's mods, isn't it? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, it's this one. Oh, what is that? Yeah, it's this mod. It's nice for if I want it for screenshots, but that's about it. Ugh, fuck. These item pack mods are great, they really are, but they are just like, most of them are entirely aesthetic. There's like nothing else to them. Some of them aren't even set up to be enchantable, which I must admit I think is ridiculous. I think it's stupid personally, but you know, that's my personal opinion. I'll admit there are some mods that I borderline forget that are even installed. I mean, for an example, this Witcher 3 Triss mod. It's not a Nexus mod, but it's a SMP version of Triss's gown. So if I load up main 1, there you go, it's Triss's outfit. But as you can see here, there's an XML tied to it. And the XMLs are exactly what tells the game, oi, you need to move this over here whilst the character's moving, blah blah blah. Get out of Ristiel. I gotta admit, I would probably miss playing one of my other characters. Would have happened, like, no matter what. Me swapping back to this version, because there's some old characters that I still like playing, and they still play fairly well, so I'm just like, nah, I want to play them instead. But, you know. Tell you what, if I disable Bear Vampires, run ESL fight, and hope to God that something pops up. I am wondering though, what do you guys tune in for? Because whenever I'm doing this, editing is disabled. The fuck? Weird. Okay, fine. DCO, right. Yeah, basically what I'm wondering is what do you guys tune in for? Do you tune in for the actual playthroughs, or do you more find the modding interesting? I'd love to know, because I'm honestly trying to figure out exactly what I like, what I want to stream in the future, and honestly, it will help me out to decide on that. So yeah, just let me know. I'd really like to find out. Because some people like the technicality of it. Some people much prefer the gameplay.
Modding.
Modding? Fair enough, Rexer. I get that. JK Skyrim, blah 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 blah. Massive Jewelry, Restless Dead. Dragon Skeleton Overhaul. Okay, fine.
I watch anything you post, TBH.
Yeah, I was playing one of my old favourite games on Monday, for those of you who weren't here. It's a game called SSX Tricky. It's on PlayStation 2. So I had to set up a little box so that I can connect my PlayStation to my PC. And it worked remarkably well. I was genuinely impressed by that. I was just like, wait, this just works? End of story? What? Do you have any dependencies? Just the VRAM output. Alright, fair enough. That's good to know. Where are we going? Crazy, isn't it? A very, very large chunk of these mods are ESLs. That's absolutely fucking absurd. The Ordinary Women, Loft Attic, more werewolves. I don't even think that mod's working very well, I must admit. The more werewolves mod. This mod adds more enemy werewolf encounters to Skyrim. Well, it doesn't do a very good fucking job. So it's getting removed. Bye. Yay, I've taken one out. Alright, do I have any others that need to be removed? Raven Castle? Hell fucking no, that is a brilliant mod. Birthplace of the Kids.
I like how you explain everything you do.
I'll admit, I do it almost naturally, so it's just one of those things that I do all the time. But thank you. Thank you. Oh yeah, it's a world space for screenshotting and stuff. I just haven't used it in ages, so I might end up removing it. So for those wondering, this is what I'm going on about. Say, location for the screenshots. I prefer to look at user submitted images when it comes to these locations, because I like to see them in the best way possible, and that's usually the users. Even if it does include, in some cases, some characters that are ridiculously over-designed. And you know what I mean by that. A little bit too much in the chest and ass sections of the female characters. Don't get me wrong, I'm fine with curvy characters, but the ultra curvy nightmares that you see on the Nexus every now and again, those freak me the fuck out. I'm just like, no, that looks weird. There you go, that's a good one. Plus the character's cute as hell, so that's a bonus. But yeah. Yeah, really looks sick, I must admit. But it's just one that I almost never use, so it's one of those ones that I think I'm just going to remove. Right, okay, Birthplace get soon, baby. You're also getting removed. Sorry. Dark End quest mod. Well, sort of quest mod. New lands mod. There you go. That's the better thing to call it. Oh, god damn it! There we go. Dark End. How do I describe Dark End to you guys? Dark Souls and Skyrim, basically. That's the entire vibe that it gives off to everybody. And honestly, I'm here for it. I like that kind of stuff. I mean, that's why I've got Vigilant, Unslad, and other mods installed. I've played through it recently, actually. But yeah, it's got the same dark and twisted vibes to it that always look cool, in my opinion. I'll admit I'm very much less of a gore kind of twisted, more of a like shadows and skeletons and that kind of stuff. That's more my preference. Some of them creatures in Dark Souls are just genuinely grotesque and just ugly. And they're not, in some cases, they're not even cool. And I'm just like, yeah, I prefer my bad guys to actually look kind of cool. But, yeah. But there is a lot to Dark End. But if you are going to play through Dark End, I do recommend it. But I will say, do yourself a favor, get VRAMer and get it optimized that way. Here we go. So, for those wondering what I mean by VRAMer, I mean this tool.
Nexus has some weird mods every now and then.
Oh, it really does, yeah. So, VRAMer is a impressive bit of software. It is designed to optimize the textures and just smooth out the gameplay. Make it so that you have less 30 FPS areas and more 40, 50, 60 FPS areas. And targets around 50 to 60 FPS. I tend to get that pretty much all the time. So yeah, this person is using the performance preset, which is what I use. Solid 60 FPS, which is cool. That's without VRAMer. Showing that this person's showing that they're going from 7 gigs of VRAM used, so that's this one, down to just under 6. That's a big savings, to say the least. Some graphics cards don't have much RAM at VRAM at all, which is a massive shame. It really is. I wish that more of these companies would actually bump up their VRAM on their graphics cards. Because especially when you're beauty modding a game, VRAM is essential. Because here's the thing. What happens when you run out of video RAM, so VRAM, which is the RAM on your graphics card, not on your mainboard, it swaps over to using your mainboard RAM, which is considerably slower. And it always has been. Which means that your performance will suffer. You'll still be able to play the game, but the performance will not be nearly as good as if you had, like... For an example, I have a 10 gig graphics card. I have an RTX 3080. Yes, those things are bloody expensive, and I get that completely. But it is so much better than having, like, a 4 or a 6 gig graphics card, because 4 or 6 graphics cards are borderline unheard of these days because they just don't work as well as other systems, other setups. If you have less than 8 gigs of VRAM, you need to optimize the holy hell out of your Skyrim in order to get anywhere near decent frame rate. And honestly, I kind of just got to the point where I was just like, I don't like that. I don't like having to do that. So I decided, you know what? I'm just going to get myself a 3080 and deal with that. I mean, in some ways, I wish I'd waited and ponied up the money for a 3090, but bearing in mind when I bought my 3080, those things were 1,400 quid. Not the, 600 like they were supposed to be. But I must admit, I'm glad that I wasn't one of those people who was in queue for months upon months upon months waiting on a 3080 to come in. The amount of people that I saw online who had sold their previous graphics cards, their 2080 Ti's, RTX Titans, other bloody expensive GPUs to get a 3080 or a 3090, and had to basically play around with integrated graphics because they'd been an idiot and sold off their graphics card in order to buy the new one. Yeah. It's funny, but it's also really not at the same time. Tell you what, let's move that down a little bit. There we go. Ugh. I was only lifting it up a little bit just because I don't want it just almost digging into my chest. Yeah, I do. Right, okay. So what am I gonna do? Am I just gonna make a new character, or am I going to play a character that's pre-existing? I don't know, honestly. I'll just load up the game, make sure it still works, and carry on from there. I might have to just go ahead and make myself a little vampire character in the future and just play around and make sure that feeding still works. So I gotta admit, this new setup that I've got with my microphone, it's working. I'm hoping the quality's gone up a bit because I'm actually closer to the microphone now. But my god, can it be irritating just seeing this big fat fucking microphone right in front of my face all the time. Don't want to play a dumb god doo-dah doo-dah. Oh, werewolves, birthplace of kit soon. Fair enough. Oh yeah, I was mucking around with some ideas for characters. So, if I go back to one of my previous presets for Catherine, I'm not going to use one of my latest ones. Where is she? Oh my god, I've got far too many presets. I've decided what I'm going to do with presets, though, is I've got a number of them that I want to basically just package up and give away to you guys. Now, the issue with that at the moment for me is simple. Oh, wow. The fuck? Alright, I need to make sure that this is working properly. Oh yeah, she's good. Yeah, but the issue with that currently is making sure that I know what mods I'm using. So I think when I upload the presets that I want to share with you guys, I'm also going to include my mod list, which is already freely available, but I'm going to make sure that it's as up-to-date version as possible. Sorry, I'm being picky now. Don't be stupid. Camera, you're annoying me. There we go. Oh, have I moved it too much? I do. But yeah, I will be uploading both the presets and the mod list at the same time, just because I must admit I don't want to have to go and fish through them just to get all the mods together. You can call it laziness, you can call it whatever the hell you like. I don't overly care. It's just the way that I'm going to do it. Yeah, I gotta admit, I love this appearance of this character. She looks really good. I think that... Oh, have I overwritten this? I believe I might have. Alright, that's preset 1. 2. 3. Here we go. Kind of loved this hairstyle, just because it's kind of a little, well, it's not a little over the top, it's just is over the top. And I just love it. There is a slightly less over the top version, if you can really call it that, which is this one. It gets rid of some of the more straggly bits that honestly are there for a good reason. They cover up the fact that you've got like the behind the scenes stuff. Honestly, though, I think out of all the ones that I have currently, I would probably go for the same one that I'm using on Aristiel. If only for like the tidiness of the ponytail. But yeah, I have this thing where I just bounce between characters and just muck around with different ideas constantly. It's just one of those things that I do. I do have some ideas.
I gotta get a better PC.
Yeah. Yeah, Skyrim does take a... It's one of those weird things. Base game Skyrim will run on practically anything, as long as you optimize it a little bit. Modded Skyrim needs all kinds of crazy shit in order to run. But there is one thing that I want to do. And it'll probably be on Aristiel at a later date. And that is a mod called Unslad. Now, for those of you who've never heard of Unslad, it is a very Dark Souls-like boss mod with a pretty decent storyline behind it. Let me see if I can find it.
I've had no problems with nearly 200 mods, but I haven't really graphically overhauled the game yet.
Oh, fair enough, yeah. What was that all-in-one mod? That's a good mod that I can highly recommend. Skyland. Oh yeah, Unslad, I'm probably going to have to quickly turn off my content warning crap. There we go. So Skyland, first of all, is a retexture mod. It is a very, very big retexture mod, but it's still a retexture mod nonetheless. It's the one that I personally use. And it looks like this. Now, bearing in mind, any retexture mod is going to be massive in file size. And when I say massive, I am not kidding. I mean, Skyland on its own, there's a couple of different versions of it. There's the 1K version of it, and then the 2K version, which is what I use. The 1K is 2 gigabytes on its own, right? On its own. Skyland all-in-one is 6.5. So it's like, that's about half the size of Skyrim on top. Bearing in mind, Skyrim is a tiny-ass little game compared to a lot of modern games. Modern games like 70, 80 plus gigs, easily. I mean, from what I've heard, the newest Black Ops game is going to be something ridiculous like 300 gigs for some reason. I've no idea how or why, but it is.
Will that run on 6 GB VRAM?
Will Skyland run on 6 gigs? Yeah, it should be fine. Skyland should be fine on 6 gigs of VRAM, yeah. I believe that there's 4060s and 4070s, which are the latest, which is the latest generation of NVIDIA cards that are not super expensive, but they often have a lot of RAM on them, from what I've seen. Some of them have up to like 16 gigs of RAM, and they're like mid-range cards, and I was just like, what the fuck? Why? Why did you design it that way? Why aren't you giving that to like the super high-end cards? Tell you what, let me have a look. What's he? VRAM.
I got a 2060.
You got a 2060. Okay, that's not a bad little card. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, RTX 40. Oh, okay. RTX 4080s have 16 gigs of VRAM. Okay, that's impressive. I mean, I must admit, when it comes to graphics cards, I might do what I did with my iPhone.
2060 gang. 2060 is based.
There you go. So yeah, I bought my current iPhone, which is a iPhone 13 Pro, after what do you call it? After the iPhone 14s were announced and released. So I got this thing for like half price. So it's not nearly as dramatic with graphics cards, but for an example, say the 50 series comes out next year, like some point. Instead of looking at a 30 series, look at a 40, like a 4080 or something
Smart.
like that. It's on the secondhand market. You will probably be able to get it for much cheaper. But there are going to be some people who lowball the fuck out of them, like selling them for 200 or 300 quid. Do not go for those. The main reason that I'll say that is because they're usually from people who are cryptocurrency miners. And the problem with cryptocurrency programs is they use the card at absolute maximum overdrive. They use the card at absolute maximum all the life of the card. So basically, it is a completely worn out graphics card by the time they resell it. And that's why it's only worth 200 or 300 quid. It's because it's just borderline dead. They sell it at a point where it's just about still working, and you might get a month or two out of it, and then it'll die.
I never buy used PC parts. Or buy them in installments.
Or buy them in installments. That's definitely another way of screwing yourself over. You never buy. Fair enough. So I would say 50. Let's just say 50 series comes out. I don't know. Bearing in mind this is completely coming out off the top of my head. 50 series comes out June, July next year because you know
LOL.
CEX and all that shit. Sorry, the Computex happens over in Taiwan next year, June, July time, about the same time as where we are now. 50 series gets announced and released July. I would wait until August or maybe September of that year and buy a 40 series card instead of a 50, just because it will be considerably cheaper. Now, if you've got a decent job where you can afford the 50 series card, go for it. But for us normal plebeians, shall we say, it would be a much better idea to buy not the best, but the next tier down, which would usually be the 40 series cards or the lower end 50 series cards, but they come out like, for some stupid fucking reason, they come out like 6 months later.
Can't wait to buy a 5000 series to play Skyrim.
Oh my god, yeah, I know that feeling. Oh god. That is literally my fucking life. At least at the moment. And I must admit, the reason I'm still playing Skyrim compared to playing, like, other games is because I still love it. It's still a fun game for me. I mean, tell you what, let me quickly come out of Skyrim and go back to my desktop. I may not be in the right place for this. Tell you what. Let me move myself over to the other corner. Whee! Alright, so this part down here, apart from maybe one or two stragglers, is where all my games are. So half of these games are fucking ancient, and I just about still play them. Some of them are just like games that I I sort of play, but I don't play them a lot. So, so that side of the monitor, not this side, that side. You've got Soulstorm, a game that came out, oh my god, I can't remember exactly how long ago, but it was a bloody long time ago. Let me have a look. Steam. Dawn of War, Soulstorm, where the fuck are you? There you are. Close Warhammer.
I just bought a car, so I'm broke.
That's fair enough, man. Yeah. Dawn of War Soulstorm. I bought this.
I don't see the critically acclaimed award-winning game Final Fantasy XIV.
I've played it, but I just don't have it installed currently. But yeah, Dawn of War Soulstorm came out in the early 2000s, so this is like a 20-year-old game. But there are still tons of people that play it because they love playing it and they love modding it. Bruh. Oh, wait, chat. Move your asses above me, please. Thank you. You're going on a trip. Up the screen. So yeah, Soulstorm, ancient game. Star Trek Online, also quite an ancient game. Haven't played that in a while, unfortunately, but, you know. It's just how things go. I don't know why Steam is there. Tell you what. Move Valheim down there.
Oh sorry, I'll move my Kiat away.
Yeah, World of Warcraft, 2004, 20-year-old game. Fallout 4, 2015. Runs ish on my computer, bearing in mind it is modded the holy hell out of. I have Elden Ring, but I barely played it. The Outer Worlds, when did that come out? Long time ago, if I remember correctly. Properties. Don't tell me. Well, that's just rude. Outer Worlds is one of the more recent ones. V Rising, AC6, Hogwarts Legacy. So yeah, not as many older games as I thought. I genuinely thought that I had more on here, but apparently not. But I have some discs for games that are genuinely ancient. I mean, case in point, Star Wars Battlefront for PS2. Let's go to B. Oops. Video capture device. There we go. Star Wars Battlefront. When did this come out? A fucking long time ago, if I remember correctly. Somewhere in the early 2000s. Probably around 20-year-old game. And the game that's actually in this box because...
Man, how much space you got on your PC?
Shitloads. And the game that's inside of it isn't Star Wars Battlefront, but it's...
Virus starter.
But this is SSX Tricky, which is early 2000s game. Lyra Starter. Oh, that's a that was an Unreal Engine project that I was mucking around with. It's kind of fun, I must admit. Ooh. Big old post from Dint, so I'm gonna have a look at that later. Yeah, Lyra Starter is a let me go back to live. Yeah, Lyra Starter is a Unreal Engine project that I have been on and off mucking around with over the last however many years. Basically since Unreal Engine 5 came out. Wait a minute, what? I just listened to this music. It definitely sounded like Master of Puppets.
Lyra sounds familiar.
Golden Compass series? Possibly? That was the name of the main character in that.
Oh, it's that mod list a YouTuber Ick was making.
Ah, fair enough. But yeah, Lyra Starter game is a third-person shooter. Basically designed... It was built by the guys and girls who made Fortnite over at Unreal. And other groups. I can't remember the names now. Anyway. It's honestly amazing to play around with some of these tools. It really is. I just need to get used to them again and commit to actually doing something with it. It's just something that I haven't done because I just... The amount of time that it takes to make a game, I shit you not, is insane. It takes a very long time. You can make a super pretty map and it'd be all ready for people to play around with. But the one thing that it's going to be missing is content. Nobody gives a shit about a super pretty map and nothing else, and nothing to do apart from walk around it. They want to be able to do quests, to fight bad guys, to maybe build their own houses if it's that kind of game. You need to add the content to it. That's why so many very pretty games fail at life, because there's not much to do in them. Whether or not you want to admit it, Starfield is a pretty good looking game, but the amount of content in there is just lacking. That's the problem. Bethesda are relying on the player base to come up with that. And we haven't been able to do that for 8 months because they were unwilling to release the creation kit until, like, the beginning of this week.
Oh, to make a game. Damn, I remember trying to learn how to make games and started to learn Unity, lol.
Ah, fair enough, Humanity. I never played around. I've played around with Unity like once, and that's about it. That was when I was considering going to uni, but didn't get in, unfortunately. But yeah, if I... Where is it? Epic Games. Just let me in, you pain in my ass. You know it's me. Just get on with it. Yeah, Dark and Darker. Play. It's free to play, you say? Ooh, that might be interesting. I might consider it. So yeah, Unreal Engine is beautiful. Even at like base textures and base assets, it's amazing. Feature screenshot. Not easy to show on stream, unfortunately. So yeah, I've got multiple versions of Unreal Engine on my set that are not on my system. I've got a couple that are. But yeah, like, for an example, let me go to a asset pack. Where's a decent asset pack when you need one? Corals, maybe? That's not what I'm looking for. It's crazy the amount of stuff that they've actually given away for free. It's absolutely insane. So this is more on the game design / game dev side. So let's do this one. Science fiction. Whoa, 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 whoa. What was that? Adventurous inventory kit. Inventory system. Okay, add to cart. I can hopefully start making a system that has an inventory. A game that has an inventory. That would be kind of cool. Oh boy. But yeah, let's go to this science fiction valley town. Bearing in mind, these are just assets. These are what you use to build your world.
Exciting.
So, this is the quality level of these assets. Bearing in mind, yes, this would actually cost money, this one. But one of the cool things with Unreal Engine and the guys who make it, and Epic Games, is they have asset packs that are free to buy. Like, you can just pick them up and keep them for free forever through their store. And they're often amazingly high quality. Now, I must admit, I'm looking at some of these and I am noticing a bit of low poly. But it's still good. This is still really good. Hell, I might even download this, bung it into Project Lyra, and see if I can build a map on it and show you guys what it looks like. This would normally be 85 quid. Because it is a massive pack of assets. Sci-Fi Valley Village working with Nanite and Lumen and containing 99 static meshes for UE5. So 100 static meshes for 85 quid that are really good quality and probably more or less AAA quality for 85 quid. When it comes to building games, that is amazing. That is brilliant. What is this? This is a custom weapon customization system. And it looks like it's 9 blueprints, 10 data tables, 7 structures. Bloody hell. Now, bearing in mind, yeah, it's all heavily stylized. It looks kind of like Fortnite-y. But here's the thing. You can replace 3D models pretty easily and use this in any game you like. Any game where you need like weapon customization, you could basically use this system. And you don't need to use the 3D models that it comes with, because they might be great for a Fortnite style game, but you can probably just completely remove and replace them with whatever you like. And this would be 65 quid? So yeah, 66 quid, thereabout. That's not bad. For an entire system? Yeah, that's really good. Oh god. Come on, Unreal, hurry up, you slow bugger. Sorry, Epic, that's one. But these 5 items are all free assets that you can pick up right now. Holy shit, what? A high quality female model? What's the betting this is designed for? Flexible control rigging. This looks like a character that's designed for, like, maybe cinematics?
Never opened Epic Games so fast.
I mean, look at this. That's face rigging. So so let me show you this. That's like mouth control, eye control, nostril control. So yes, because you can flare your nostrils and all that kind of stuff. That's for your forehead. That's the middle part here. The bridge, I think. Eyebrows, ears. That is insane. And then the body rig. I'd be willing to bet that you could... I wouldn't be able to do it because I just haven't... I haven't studied how to do it yet. But I'd be willing to bet that you could transfer this character into any game. Hell, it could be the Project Lyra shooter, the basic starter game, and replace the mannequin characters with her relatively easily. You just need to know how to do it. That's the simplest. That's the thing about it. And honestly, the easiest way of doing that is YouTube. And then, of course, then you've got a male character as well. So basically, I could replace the mannequin, the male and female mannequin characters with these two, and just run around in Project Lyra with completely replaced characters. Please note that some of this stuff is expensive, and I get it. But trust me, if you're designing and building a game, you often have far more money than you might expect. Like, because you always... If you think about it with AAA games companies, they've got investors who will give you X amount of money to build a game in a Y period of time. But equally, they can and will revoke their funding if you go overtime. That's why indie games are becoming more and more popular, because they don't have that same time limit. You got plugins for what? HDR, melee trace plugins. So if you look at this, all of these boxes is where the weapon could interact with something. So depending on what kind of weapon you're using, you could make it bigger, you could make it smaller, you could make it wider, whatever. Like, for an example, say you weren't going to use a sword, you're going to use a frying pan. I don't know why you would, but, you know, let's just say you're going to use a frying pan. You'd probably only want it to be kind of this long, but you'd probably add another layer of these dots, these oh, I don't know what they're called. You'd basically add another layer of these wider, so it would be more of a big circle than just a straight flat. And this is showing, by the looks of it, hitting a post.
Nodes.
Yeah, nodes, that's the one. Thanks, Nat. Thank you, Mazzy. And then this is the blueprint system, which I love. There you go. So this is how a lot of stuff is set up in Unreal Engine. You've got blueprints and all kinds of extra stuff. I mean, what I could do is, I believe, let's load up. Fuck it. Windwalker Echo 5.4. Just to show you guys what I'm talking about and this kind of stuff. This is going off of Skyrim. This is game design. But, oh well. Don't really have an Unreal Engine quote-unquote game set up for this, so this would basically be just chatting. But I can't be bothered to change it over at the moment because I am finishing up the stream fairly shortly. Oh god, stupid microphone stand. Stop being weird. Luckily, Unreal Editor does not take too long to load, which is quite cool. Here we go. Load up my Desert City map, which is going to be large when it comes to the parts. I mean, bearing in mind the amount of blueprints I'm using and static meshes. Yeah, that's a lot. Tell you what, let me just, I don't know, go play from here. Now, the frame rate's not going to be great for the sec, but that's honestly not something you...
Looks like a medieval teamfight map.
Yeah.
Are you making Mordho too?
I could do.
Looks beautiful.
Yeah. And the craziest part is, this is just like a couple hours work, because bearing in mind I'm just mucking around with like static meshes and blueprints that other people have made, and basically all that's happened is I've just placed them down. Whoa, okay. Oh wow, that's not as good a FPS as it was, but oh well. And this character doesn't do anything at the moment because she's entirely set up just for walking at the moment. This is an animation test kind of world or project, I guess. But one of the things I did do is set up this alleyway. So you can pick up these as part of the pack that I downloaded, and you can get these Really nice looking shelves full of items. These are supposed to be spice racks and all that kind of stuff. All the lighting automatically adjusts. This is one of the areas that was a bit of a pain in the ass to do, but it was fun at the same time, so oh well. This is kind of a fight arena that I was building. That I still need to finish off at some point. Can't remember who it was. It was either Monitor or another one of the Skyrim modders that I remember was working on a Unreal Engine combat system. And I must admit, I kind of want to see if I can get a hold of them and see if I can either buy access to it or get them to show it off.
Okay, I write the story, you make the game LMAO.
Doesn't sound nearly as insane as you might think. Because some games companies are genuinely just like 2 or 3 people. But yeah, as you can see up there, it's not brilliant, but it's it works. There's just stuff sticking out of stuff. So if I go, there you go. That's what that looks like. I did that with like a couple of brick parts. But yeah, this isn't much different to that end. Basically the same thing. But the entire thing with this is it's just an empty plane with a few assets added into it. But when you are, let's just say, I mean, even if I stand up here on top of this pillar, it just looks almost real. Oh. I gotta admit, the landing was a bit crazy, but hey ho. The craziest thing is, I could do this quality on one of the shooters. I could basically load up a shooter game archetype, rebuild this entire thing, and it would run probably around the same performance. So currently we're getting mid-60s, but I don't know what resolution it's rendering in. I mean, look at this. Yeah, I don't know what resolution it's rendering at the moment, but I know that it's fairly high. Because this is, let me have a look. Here we go, bizarre. This is all the bizarre stuff, so if... Oh my god, there's an actual bizarre level. Well, let's have a quick look at it, shall we? A lot of these creators of these assets make their own like little levels to show off just how good their assets are. Which is fantastic if you ask me. give it a moment to load up. So yeah, if you guys are interested, I will be more than happy to do some more Unreal Engine streams. I will probably start off using like Project Lyra as a base just to show you guys things a bit easier. But when it comes to it, I am more than happy to start making maybe my own game in the future.
Very interesting immo.
Cool. Good to know. Oh shit. What's that going on? Come here, you. Message log. Let's drag you down there. Move that out there. Yeah, this is still loading parts in, so... Okay, just give it a moment to load up. Go into world settings. Game mode override. Let's try echo game mode. So if I go into echo game mode and I click play here.
Is optimizing games hard on UE5?
I don't know, honestly. I've never tried it. Oh boy, those frames be chunking. But yeah, this is crazy. They even put an entire fucking weather system, which is absurd. Yeah, we're not getting much in the way of frame rate, but it's... damn, does it look pretty. I'll say that much. I'd have to change... see if I could find a way to change the texture streaming pool, though. What did they do over here? Aha! This is an interior location. This is always the thing that I love the most when you're looking at these different assets. How things look from the back. Like, that's a doorway. Different wall parts. I don't know if you can get inside these. Nah, they look like they're just standard buildings. Actually, no, none of these are standard. These are all like... wow. Okay, these are a bit more custom than I expected. These ones, like... these are separate windows and... different extra chunks of a building, like window panels you can remove, different doorways you can remove. But yeah, it looks crazy. But the thing is, this is what, like, the next Elder Scrolls, or even the Elder Scrolls after that, could have looked like if it was made in Unreal Engine. Like, for an example, I could easily see this as being part of Hammerfell. Like, built in an oasis or something like that. I genuinely think that would be really cool, though. You could just, like, build this in a way, have, like, this isn't like a little oasis that your player goes to.
But Creation Engine 2 has what does it have?
Exactly. Yeah, frame rate's not dog shit, but it's definitely close to it. This could easily be like a screenshot from a modern game. That's the craziest part. Oh, I love this kind of stuff. I really do. Yep, separate walls. Separate roofs. My god. That's why my game world was so performant compared to this thing. This has probably thousands of parts. Yeah, look at this. Yeah. I mean, one of the things I'd love to do as like almost a skin over the Lyra game, as like some sort of, in order to just add the gameplay in, like make it some sort of time traveling game where you're using like sci-fi weapons, but you're in like a fantasy area like this. I think that'd be kind of fun to muck around with. Like you could be in a bazaar like this, and then the next map is up in space in like a sci-fi space station or something like that. I think that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, that's just one of the many things that you can do with Unreal Engine. No, I'm not going to save anything because I don't want to. What I will say is I am definitely willing to do some more mucking around with this on stream. If you guys are interested in watching it, as I say, please let me know. I would really like to know.
Sounds either like Star Wars or Rick and Morty.
Oh, I'll tell you what, before we go though, let's have a look at this, shall we? Is it me, or does this look kind of like Rivendell? This is one of the many asset packs that's available on here. Yeah, this looks a lot like Rivendell to me. From Lord of the Rings.
LOTR vibes. Looks amazing.
Yeah. Wow. Modular meshes, separated meshes. Wowee. So with all these separated parts, you could basically build your own building. All it would be is exactly the same style. Just like your own version. It's like you could build your own elven mansion out of it. And then, for an example, a throne room, which is this one. This isn't even like the highest quality stuff that I've seen. Some of the highest quality stuff looks borderline real. It's ridiculous. What are you trying to tell me, phone? Nothing interesting. Yeah, this is really nice, though. A lot of swords and shields on the ground. Fucking hell, that's a lot of assets. Bunch of swords. Different paintings. Statues. Windows. That is crazy. What's the bet the frame rate in there is absolutely atrocious, though. With the amount of fucking polygons that you have to load in. This ain't nanite optimized, I'll say that much. For free.
Don't mind me just casually geeking out here, lol.
Yeah, me too, dude. Me too. Wait, a body? No fucking shot. That's cool. Body cam template. That is sick. I mean, has he done a video? Oh, that's documentation. Oh, I was wanting a demonstration, not documentation. I wanted a demo of it working. But apparently not. Oh, portraits. Nice. That's the crazy thing about this, though. You can even have just regular artists.
Great for a horror shooter emo.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can get regular artists, people who have no clue how to do like 3D modeling or 3D texturing, but they're bloody amazing at doing artwork. You can commission a regular artist to do a whole bunch of portraits for like a, say, a historical manor or something like that. And then just import them into the game, put them into a picture frame. Hey presto. I wish that more games companies would use like their concept art actually in the game, but as like portraits, as blueprints, as schematics, all that kind of stuff. I think that'd look really cool. showcase. Stylized dragons. A cloud generation system? Okay, that's pretty sick. Retro core shooter pack? That's kind of sick. That is so cool. Cave troll. But him on his own seems to be a bit expensive. I wonder. Does Mr. Cave Troll have a shitload of rigging and other... Yeah, rigs to the epic skeleton. That's probably why he's expensive. And the polys level is absurd. Because, you know, of course it is. Oh my god, he could even be a main character. 52 live link, blend shapes, morph targets, and facial expressions. So you could actually have him as like a main antagonist, or if you're that kind of person, a main protagonist, I guess. It's absolutely absurd in some of the stuff that you can get in here. I mean, the parts that are often the most impressive, though, is like the characters. If I go to, like, I don't know. This is
Dragon Troll.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's cool. So this is a more basic, low poly character. Cool looking one, though. Low polys, just 15,000 triangles. Fucking Nora. Dynamic material setup, so you can change the hairdress and skin colors. Wow. So if you didn't want her to look like a normal human, you wanted her to look more like a drow, you could do that. I'll admit, though, this is one of the parts where it can get very expensive very quickly, and that's the characters. Especially if they're, like, custom rigged, or they've got, like, super detailed assets. Like, this one's got a ton to it, so I'm not overly surprised that it costs a lot of money. But I still think that 94 quid might be a little bit high. Although, to be absolutely honest, if someone's actually paying that much money, then I guess it's going somewhere. Oh, God. Okay, she looks cool. Recolorable armor, but that's 28 quid, so that's much lower cost. It's amazing. Oh, eyeball monster, because, you know, why not? When is eyes uncomfortable to look at? When there's too fucking many of them, that's one. And if you ask me, too many is more than 4. I can get behind. I like sci-fi creatures that got like 4 eyes, but more than that, no, that's gratuitous. Yeah, go away. But yeah. £113 for an e-girl model? Are you fucking kidding me?
So you're not a Hermamora fan?
Not overly. It's definitely not bad quality. and lots of customization. Okay, fair enough. I can understand that. But holy shit, that is a lot of really cool stuff. And if you see ones that have got like the little blue... Let me see if I can find
113? That's some simp costs.
Yeah. There's a thing. Here we go. If you see this little blue logo in the corner, I believe that means that... Let me have a look. Ready to play blueprint. Wow, only 30 quid? That's cheap as chips. Animated, yes. I believe that the little blue face up here, this thing, means that it's either it means that it's an animated face, or it can be there's this software that basically it's almost the same style of software as like VTubers use. So it tracks specific points of your face and maps it onto, in this case, this character. I mean, that's something that I think would be really cool in like an MMO, like in the future. Like you can make your character, and as long as it's a relatively human face and you've got a webcam, you can see someone talking and you can see their facial movements. I think that'd be really cool. Ooh, 50 quid. Ooh, a little expensive, but honestly, the quality's there. And of course, cloak's going to be lower poly than everything else because, you know, it's a cloak. I mean, it's not one flat sheet, but it's still getting pretty close to it. I gotta admit, the art style for this character, I could easily see this in like this character in a Warcraft game, like as an Alliance soldier. Or maybe Paladin? Don't know. Whoa, okay. Oh, cool. So the armor's modular. That's interesting. Different hairstyles. Cool. Oh, fucking hell. You could go full on Dark Knight with her. I love that. I love that idea. Apple blend shapes. Okay, cool. Sorry, bud, your streaming pool's a little bit over. For like quarter of a gig. But yeah, that is really cool. Anyway, I could look at these all fucking night. But I'm not going to because I need to go to bed fairly soon. So thank you all very much for watching. This was a bit of a tangent, but it was a tangent that I was more than happy to go down. And yeah, so I will see you guys and girls on Saturday. I'm going to put up a vote on my Discord as to what we're doing on Saturday.
GN Ghost.
Thank you, Marzi. So yeah, I'm going to put up a vote on my Discord for what we do on Saturday. I'm basically going to say Skyrim or Unreal Engine or more retro. So I will just bung that up there, let you guys know, and we can figure it out hopefully by Friday, which would be really cool. I'm still amazed by the quality that you can get. Some of these can be like super cheap, but extremely high quality as well, which genuinely surprises me sometimes. But anyway, guys and gals, I will see you on Saturday. So good night, stay safe, have fun. I'll see you on Saturday. Bye.